So,
Okay.
welcome back to my screen, everyone. This will work better now. So I have the pleasure to show you the joomla4 backend template, the current state now. The current state is at GitHub, Joomla backend template. And if you want to participate in testing or contributing, would be great if you join. It's not in the main repo. It's a separate repo, and it will be. I heard it will be merged in 6 weeks or something. I'm not sure. So this is the current state of the other repo. That's maybe the reason because why you didn't see it yet. I showed this template already at the Joomla Day Florida, and I will show it to you now here in this online session. So that we changed the colors of the installation because it did not quite fit well to the backend colors that that were there, and it's basically the same installer. But yeah, we make it fit into the concept. I just start the installation.
This is an installer thing. If you create an installation, just folder.
Sorry, I did not hear your question. It's maybe you can type it. Yes, this is the new installer page. Yeah, it still needs some fixes for the mobile view and everything, but that's the way we changed already the appearance regarding colors and everything. And the installer is quite nice because you're able to install Joomla in less than, I think, 20 seconds or something. So I finalized the installation. And I open the admin. So what you see here is also we changed the login appearance because there was the same issue. Every screen itself was nice, but it didn't fit to each other. So we changed also the appearance of the login screen. It looks like that now. And you have here the site title. And at the bottom you have a support module position. As a site creator, you can change this position by your own data and can put in some contact information for your customer. What was also added is this link, forgot your credentials, because a huge number of support messages that come not only in Facebook groups but also as email to joomla.de or joomla.org. I saw it also. Is I forgot my administrator password, and of course you cannot reset it like a normal user. So this links to the docs page, so users are able to help themselves. If I log in now into the backend, click on login. The left. Sorry, I don't hear you well. I just please just write, Laura. I show you this animation again because it's quite nice feature. It's like an emotional welcoming into the back end. I log in, and like the door opens for me to see the backend. And here you can see some nice icons. Here, quick icons. They show the number of users, and you can also quickly add a user here. These quick icons were made by Christiane Meyer-Stadtherr. It's really great work, and it gives you an overview of your current state of the backend, so you know what's going on your site. And what's also nice in here, the new backend, you have a restructured menu. So you have content, menu, and something which is new here are the component dashboards. You have the control panel here at the front, and you have for each component also a dashboard. If I go here on content, it's not styled yet properly, but imagine you have per component informations that are important for the component itself, like which are the popular articles in the user section, maybe which users are recently logged in, or which users have to be activated. Also, the privacy dashboard can be in the user section. So not everything is packed into the control panel, and the control panel will be just an overview for the most important informations, and everything what you want to have regarding the components will be here. And another advantage of this dashboard view is that people that have a mouse stick can also use the mouse stick to navigate on this dashboard. And where are modules? So modules are placed in the content section here. We have the site modules and the administrator modules. And you can also, that's another feature of the new backend, you can add contents here from the menu already. So we shortened the menu structure by a lot of menu items by adding this plus icon. We don't have manage articles, add articles, manage categories, add categories. We have here the plus icon. And you can also add this plus icon for your own component. It will be a setting in the XML file. So it's a very nice feature. I click here on the plus. And the menu disappears. The reason the reason why the menu disappears is, and the current Joomla version, the menu is just blocked. So it's still there, but you cannot click it. So why would you need the menu if it's just blocking you? We have more space now to work and remove the menu until you save or save and close or close it. So what else I wanted to show you? We have a new system dashboard. So everything which goes into maintaining the system will be found here. And there are new badges. So the dashboards were made by Hannes Pappenberg. And he also added these badges. And they just load that slowly because something is wrong with my local setup. I'm sorry for that. But you see here, installation messages, and there's the badge 5. Global check-in, everything is checked in. So you don't have to click into the settings to know that there's nothing to check. You have already the information before you click in. Or for example, here with the cache. Sometimes it happens that something doesn't change on my side and I think, oh, it could be maybe the cache. And I click into the cache and I see nothing is cached in the Joomla backend. So I clicked for nothing. And here in the system dashboard, I will see what's going on my side, if something is wrong with the database or not. I don't have to click in to see that nothing is to check in there. And then there's something new in the articles management, or actually in every list. If we have here an article, I have just to add a fake one. 1 second. Test. So here we have the articles list, and here's our action button. If we mark the checkbox here, we have a lot of things that we can do with this, not just one article, but with more. And we saved a lot of buttons on the toolbar with just one action button. You may know it maybe from PHPMyAdmin, where you can mark several entries and then perform an action on it. So you have way more overview here. What also changed is the mobile view from the current repo. I will show you the mobile view, or let's say the current state of it. So it's not finished yet, but let's close this first and switch back to iPhone. You have now this bottom toolbar here, and you can open the menu from the bottom. It's thumb-friendly navigation. And yeah, and the icons from the top toolbar went here. And what we plan is also to have icon here, which opens more icons that were previously at the top bar. So if you have extensions that add a bunch of icons here at the top, it will be added into a panel view or something. So this top bar was work from 2 students from the University of Gießen, and all the CSS settings were done by Nadia Lamisch. And yeah, really great work. And yeah, another thing I can show you in the back end is the color settings. The color settings are something special, because I have a really hard time about that, to see what we can do to make the style consistent as possible and accessible. Because the Joomla4 backend, the main goal is that, it's not the main goal. It has to be accessible. So how to calculate the colors that they are accessible? And there's a tool in the internet. It's called colorbox.io. Someone asked, what about the new templates? What do you mean? So I continue until you explain your question deeper. I continue with the colors. So colors are accessible, most accessible if they don't only change the saturation or the lightness, but also the hue. So I created a color curve for the backend, and backend. Wait, I hope I have still. Yeah, it's here somewhere in the bookmarks. Does it work? It does not. Okay, whatever. So there's a special calculation for the blues and for this background and for the buttons and everything. And those calculations are in the template styles. And actually, a student from the University of Gießen, Franziska, she's working on a color field, a new color field for Joomla at all, so you will be able to use it anywhere. And it's not included now in this current state, but you will be able to change the hue of the backend template. For now, let's see, let's just take a purple color or something, and I save and close this. Let's see what happens. So now my backend is purple, and actually all this menu and submenu colors are still accessible, and also the deeper levels are calculated by this base color. What will be changed? I hopefully soon, as far as the new color field will be included. We can calculate also the contrast color here and the background of this side, and have a dark sheen and a light sheen of the backend. That will follow very soon. So if you follow the GitHub repo Joomla backend template, you will see when the changes will happen, and you will be able to test everything about it. Are there any questions about the backend template?
We have one question. Elisa, is anything changing in Joomla, like the table structure, categories, and articles? I know that's not what you worked on, but
Laura, I cannot hear the audio very well. Yeah, I'm sorry. You have to type. It's like repeating itself all the time. I can repeat the question then, which is written down. So the question is if there's anything changing in the backend for tables, articles, and database schema. That's a developer question, and I'm sorry, I don't know about that. As far as I know, there will be as less backwards breaks as possible, and everything which will have to be upgraded will be documented in a special document, but I don't know about the development itself. So my role in this whole thing was, I can show you on screen, in 2016 and 17 I worked with Lukas Jardin on the template concept itself, and okay, Victor is replying for the changes, I think. He's saying there are a few changes, new workflow and so on. Yes, the new workflow, I think Olivier will say right after me, actually now, he will show some changes about feature changes on the back end and everything. And yeah, I just showed a bit the design. If you have interest how the initial concept looked like, check my website coolkitcreations.com/Joomla, and you will see, you will see some initial concepts for the back end, how it should look like, and maybe also something where we want to go to. So you see here the quick icons, which are already included by Christiane, and you see here a bit the concept of the edit screen. One second. Add article. So this is the concept for the edit screen where Ju is working on. So we have here the tabs at the bottom and a way cleaner appearance. So if you're interested, just check this website and click yourself through the prototype. Okay, so I'm already at the end of my session. If you have any questions, yeah, I wait, Laura. No problem. Your video is so funny. It looks like I'm flying through your room with a keyboard in front of me.
Okay, everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to stop again, and then I will restart for Olivier. And for our final presentation today, I'm going to text in case you guys can't hear me. Going to stop and restart again. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop. Let me hit stop recording.